Linus Pauling was no fool. March 31, 2019 by Anna von Reitz. Linus Pauling was one of the most acclaimed and celebrated scientists in recent generations. He was wined and dined and toasted and awarded up the wazoo for decades, and then, something happened. The same media that had draped him in every laurel leaf and accolade turned against him and decried him as a tin hat and a fool. Ever wonder why? Because he told people to start megadosing vitamin C. This was a betrayal of the New World Order, which has been intent on poisoning our water for decades, and using this silent means to erode our health and net themselves and their commercial corporations billions upon billions of dollars worth of medical and dental service fees. Heart disease and arteriosclerosis are the major killers of Americans past age 40. What are both of these conditions caused by? Well, there are many factors: genetics, diet, lack of exercise, etc. But the glue that cements these factors together and makes them lethal is chronic lack of vitamin C. Most Americans suffer from scurvy, which is ironic, because they are also being misidentified as British sailors and merchant mariners. How is this possible in the modern age, when we have ready access to vast quantities of citrus fruits and other sources of vitamin C? Because the water we drink and cook with and wash with has almost universally been treated with poisons that leach vitamin C out of our bodies at a tremendous rate: fluoride, which is a waste product of the aluminum industry, and chlorine, a waste product of the petrochemical industry. You see now that the guilty commercial corporations are making profits on both ends of this deal. First, they sell off their noxious byproducts instead of having to dispose of them responsibly, and then they profit more from the diseases and chronic ill health these poisons cause as they build up in our bodies. Scurvy is well known to cause gum disease, muscular and skeletal degeneration, cardiovascular and nervous system disorders, and ultimately, predictably, death. So now you have bleeding gums and gum disease, which means you have to go through all sorts of pain and spend thousands of dollars on dental fillings and bridges and root canals and implants. The chronic infection in your mouth then also triggers systemic chronic inflammatory response. This then triggers inflammation of the joints and destruction of cartilage in the joints as a result of the inflammation, arthritis, and so it goes downhill. We exercise less because we are in pain, and that just makes things worse. The chronic lack of vitamin C also messes up the calcium cycle in our bodies and leads to calcium being leached from our bones, osteoporosis, and redeposited in our veins and arteries, causing arteriosclerosis, hardening of the arteries due to calcified fatty acid deposits. They are killing us for profit via their water treatment programs, and Linus Pauling blew the whistle on them. That's how he went from being a media darling to tin hat. He blew his whole career, his reputation, and his funding to save our lives. Linus Pauling really was a hero. So, what are you going to do about it? You are going to go to the store and buy a shower head that contains a filter that removes chlorine and fluorine from your shower water. It will cost you around $80 and the filters have to be replaced every few months, but that is a small price compared to the cost and misery of even one chronic illness. These shower filters are available at hardware stores and on the internet. You are also going to go get a supply of food-grade vitamin C crystals or powder in a big bag, and add a couple teaspoons of this to your bathwater every time you take a bath. Why is this so important? Because your skin soaks up chlorine like a sponge. A single bath can absorb as much chlorine into your body as drinking 68 cups of chlorinated water. This is because your stomach acid destroys a good deal of the crud when you drink it, but you have no such defense when you bathe in it. Now if it irritates you, it irritates me that they are charging you good money to poison you, and then you are having to spend more money to buy antidotes to the same poisons that shouldn't even be in your water in the first place, and they are selling all this on the basis that fluoride stops cavities, when it also makes your gums bleed and your teeth fall out as a result of leaching vitamin C, and all this then promotes chronic low-level inflammatory response throughout your body. Hey, put on your tin hat and wear it with pride. At least you aren't stupid enough to believe their self-interested lies for profit anymore. At least you have recognized one of the most pervasive and inescapable threats to your health. At least you have the awareness to take action to defend yourself. As more Americans wake up and join their state assemblies, the AMA and its evil half-sister, the American Dental Association, are both going to get kicked to the curb over this atrocity, and so are all the municipal governments. In the meantime, if you are stuck with a polluted water supply, make sure you are supplementing your diet with lots of vitamin C, both vitamin C supplements and vitamin C in your bathwater, and a good filter on your shower heads. Thank you, Linus. We are in your debt. Please hit subscribe, like, share, embed, and get ready for many more of my article videos.